Lads, welcome to the pre-season race for Tier 2, and this is your boy Matty Skills in the comms box. After a long break, we've had Christmas, we've had New Year, and we have got a gift for you here in Hungary tonight. We've got 16 drivers, we've got 3 different tiers in here, and this is going to separate the men from the boys. So, yeah, that was an awesome intro, and a shout out to Magic Shot, who put that intro together. I think it's absolutely top notch. As we see, one of our newer drivers, Formula Fish, set the fastest lap so far in qualifying with a 1:16.828. We're going to see how Big Manry goes tonight. Roshan Robot back in a seat for Wallaby, and that's going to be exciting. Goffey has told me, mate, look after your voice. You have a whole season to go. I've actually just started getting a sore throat as well, so that's not going to go well tonight, so I apologise if it is croaky, but let's have a look at the grid tonight. Lev is back in a Wallaby seat after being banished from the Shadowlands for the last 2 years. He came crawling back on his knees and begged us for a seat, and he is in the Aston Martin tonight, yet to set a time. Unique Throne choosing to get in the Williams tonight. I wonder if that's a sign of things to come. I hope not, as I am the Mercedes team principal, and I'm hoping that he is in a Mercedes tonight. Toppy in the Alpine, he is back in the grid tonight as well. We'll see how his pace goes. Birdie, good to see him. It's JTM. Abstracts, well, he's someone we can all enjoy overtaking, so it's good to welcome him tonight. Cross Eyes Gaming, welcome to Wallaby Racing League, mate. I think there's a new one as well, along with Dynasty Sparrow in the Alfa Romeo as well.
In all the many decades of coming to the Hungary, the circuit has only seen one Hungarian driver start their home race. Zoltán raced in both the 2003 and 2004 races for Jordan and Minardi, respectively. It's very hard. It only happened twice.
As you can say, we can see that it is a little bit drippy tonight. So I wonder if it's going to rain in the race as well. ZK, I don't know what happened to the grid, mate, but I do know that you're not here. So I'm a bit confused to why you're not driving tonight. We have 16 runners and no ZK. So that's interesting in and of itself. Driver 48 goes out in the McLaren team principal there. I think he's the McLaren team principal. Who knows? Only part own the league. Who knows? And Abstracts also goes out as well. So it must be getting heavier with the rain. No more soft tyres. That's the best lap they're going to set. If everyone could just retire and get on with the race and I can go home, that would be much appreciated. 2 boys know what's going on. And if the rest of you get a sniff, I suggest you do the same thing. Ox Racing Rapid the bum. Yeah, well, ZK, sometimes you just got to give him a little bit of Desmond Toy, mate, and get him out of your seat. You know, don't take any crap from Ox Chillo, mate. You know, he likes to smoke the glass Barbie, if you know what I mean. So, Toppy, currently P5. Camilo, 3998 in P4 with a 1:16.975. And at the top, we've got Formula Fish, a new guy, with a 1:16.828. Can anyone knock him off? Carl Finisa, mate, probably the nicest guy apart from Unique on the grid tonight. Up in P2 for the Williams. And team principals will be looking on to see whether you deserve a seat or you don't deserve a seat. So sandbagging's not going to help you. The only thing sandbagging's good for is to whacking the missus across the face when she gets a little bit smart when you ask her to do the dishes. How you going, Kano? Good to see you, mate. And if you do appreciate the comms, guys, don't be stingy. Get into your back pocket, get the $9 out and subscribe for a month. You know, get this boy a zinger box because I'm fading away. And also, don't forget to hit the follow button. Tell your friends about it. say hi to your sister for me, and let's get this going. So Big Manry out on lap. Let's see what he can do. It is raining. I'm not sure what the soft tyres can do. We'll have a look at OC Birdie. Yeah, he's 6/10 up on his time. He decides to come in, and Carl Finese goes, you know what? I've got 9 minutes of qualifying left. I have waited 3 months to get back in the cockpit. I'm going to put the inters on, and I'm going to chase pole position. Here we go. Chewing on some chicken and rice at the moment. It's pretty good. It's got some nice, awesome paste on there at the moment. Big Manry's out. Roshan Robot's out in the Alfa Romeo. So I wonder if the teams they've chosen is a bit of an indication for where they'd like to drive. I think Unique's been a little bit cheeky bugger here. Not sure there, but Abstracts is probably the Mercedes were taken, mind you. You know. It doesn't really matter what Unique drives. He does look like a sexy mofo in that cockpit, as we see him invalidate on the soft run as well. Abstract's definitely putting out a memo to Left 4 Dead, saying pick me, pick me. Roshan Robot up in P8 at the moment. Big Manry 7th. As Formula Fish retires in pits. Are we really going to wait at 7 minutes 41, guys? If you make me wait 7 minutes and 41 seconds to end this session, then you can run a race without a commentator. How about that? Alright, and I bet it'll be Lev. I bet it'll be Lev as well. Alright, let's see. I'm just kidding, guys. I'm just kidding. Take your time, you know, use as much of the qualifying time as you want, and you will be getting a strike after this race. Yeah, what can I say? Obviously, Birdie says, oh, 6 down, foot down, full push, weather is not getting better. Birdie, mate, thanks for the tips, but I can commentate this on my own. I did make that comment as I saw you come around the last corner as well. It's good to see you back in the cockpit, mate. Any comments? Will you be driving for your father this year in the Ferrari, mate? Is that subliminal messaging? Will you be driving for a Ferrari? Let us know. Abstracts, mate, in the comments, let us know, mate. What team would you like to drive for next year? Let's get some of these pouch times rumours going. We've got 5 cars left. Skillsy can't count, it's actually 6 cars. Carl Finisa, Camilo, Roshan Robot, It's JTM, Lev, and Unique Throne, the Wonder Child. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, Lefty, you're right, mate. I actually thought it was subliminal messaging as well for you to jump in the Williams. But yes, you're right. You are a Red Bull now. So who knows? Unique Throne has put us all off. He's definitely the man to watch. Definitely wanting to get better. He's improved our sight. He's a great lad. You love to see it. Love to see it. Yes, we will get a room, okay? That was some good chow mein. So Unique Throne going around right now. He is 1/10 up on his lap. So maybe this track is dry. There's a little bit of track evolution as well. So let's ride along Unique Throne and see if he can get a couple of positions. And you know what? If it was me, I'd stay out there too. I've waited 3 months to get out on track. Comes around the final corner. And round sector 2, and he's 7/10 up on his down on his time. So he's probably going to pit this one as well. As you can see, he gets a bit slidey there. His butthole got a little bit loose around that corner, sector 3 here. But he's a contender for the race, and he has recently gone to no traction as well. So super interesting to watch how he performs tonight. Everyone else in the pits, 4 minutes and 46 seconds. We have to wait until everyone... There we go. Unique Throne is retired in the pits. Let's see if my bet was right. We've got Carl Finisa, Camilo, It's JTM, and Lev. The bet is Lev will be the last one to retire at the pits. Will Skillsy be right? Will Goffey be buying Skillsy a Zinger box? We're going to find out. This is the most exciting thing that's ever happened. Oh, Calvinesi's retired from session. We've got 3 left in the running. It's Camilo, it's JTM and Lev. The bet is that Lev's going to be the last one to retire. Guys, we're not watching anything. You are paid by the people that watch. You are here to entertain the people. All right, you are the people in the chat. Can you make some noise? Can you make some noise? Make some noise. Oz Curtis has joined the party. Oh, it just got real. It just got real up in here. It just got real up in here.
You might say the Hungary is something of a champion circuit. Of the 35 Formula 1 Grand Prix held here, only 4 races have been won by drivers who ultimately never won a Drivers' Championship. This very venue was the site of heartbreak in 1997. Damon Hill in a vastly inferior Arrows Yamaha overtook Michael Schumacher to lead the race. It would have been a first win for the Arrows team as the car had stuck in 3rd gear on the final lap, allowing Builder...
I'm not sure what y'all want me to watch, but can we just make some noise in the chat? You know, just to get these guys to make a move on, please. Like, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. My man.
This is one of the trickiest circuits for overtaking. Though major changes in the pitch turn 1 in 2000...
Now it's Camilo, Lev, and Oz Curtis. It's Camilo and Lev. Skillsy has got it down packed here. He chose Lev to be the last one to retire. And what's going to happen? It's going to be Lev. 2 minutes and 33 seconds to go. Camilo, don't be that guy, man. Not a good start for you here at Wallaby, mate. In the Ferrari, you know, you want the big Goffy to pick you. Well, the big Goffy says to retire, you bum. That's his words, not mine. Camilo in the Ferrari and Lev XRT in the Aston Martin, choosing to stay in the pits. Oh, goodness gracious me. We've just lost the plot. I reckon they're flat earthers as well. I reckon they believe in the flat earth. What do you reckon? Oh. Lev has gone out. The Lev machine has gone out. And we've got some racing to watch. The rain is falling. He's on his soft tyres. He's waited for the track to ramp up. Can he put a lap in to go higher than P15? Let's go. Looks like there's a little bit of traction out there. He's on a 1:18.689 at the moment, a couple of seconds behind the leader. So there is time to gain. So maybe we're the fools and Lev is the mastermind. Let's see. We're going to find out in one short minute. All eyes are on you, Lev. All eyes are on you. In the Aston Martin. Here he comes down around the last couple of corners. He's made his way to the full qualifying time for this. And Lev, the man, the myth, the legend, can he put the... Are you kidding me? Is this a joke? Is this a joke? Is this a joke? Are you kidding? No, come on. No. No. No, no one likes that. No one likes that. That's a troll. That's a troll. Lev, you've got 1 strike. You will start the season with 1 strike, mate. I love ya. But that's 1 strike. Skillsy makes the rules tonight. And 1 strike. Goffy, put that in the chat that Lev has got 1 strike. Hey Esky, how you going, mate? Thanks for joining us. It's always good to have you. And just letting you know, Esky, that Lev has 1 strike in the league already from a pre-season race. Alright, so Formula Fish is going to start the grid in pole position. Cole Faneza is going to lock out the front row. Maxi Boy and Camilo, second row, followed by Toppy and Driver, Big Man Rye, and Roshan Robot. OCE Birdie and Evil Blade will round out our top 10 for this pre-season race at Hungary. And I am hungry for some racing. Lev, There is no excuse, mate. There's nothing you can say, nothing you can do, mate. The court has been adjourned. You have been found guilty, and sorry, mate, but the jury's out on this one. Curtis joined late, Kano, and it was raining, and everyone else set their time on a dry track. And like a good boy that Curtis is, said, I'm not going to beat that on dry tyres, even though I'm Oz Curtis, and I will be streaming through in Tier 1 this season. I'm just going to retire. That is why Curtis did not post a time. So here we are, Hungary, first pre-season race, Tier 2. Let's see what these guys have got. Some out here trying to prove themselves and get picked up by the TP that they want. Some out here trying to sandbag and stay in the tier they want. Let's see, you be the judge. You let me know in the comments who has the pace out here this evening at Hungary. Woo! Man, Skillsy's unhinged. This is what happens 3 months after. Wait, who are we waiting for? Waiting for players. Who? Oh, Lev, press A. I don't know, man. Maybe it's JTM. I don't know. But we are currently waiting. 4 players. Here we go. So we have formation lap on. Formation lap is on. Let's get our stream ready to go. Let's have a look at the tyre choices to start with. And a mixed bag from the things. It certainly was like a dry race the whole time. Formula Fish, Carl Finisa and Maxi Boy all going on the medium tyres. Camilo and Toppy on the soft tyres. And then we've got some medium runners down to Birdie, who's decided to go on the soft tyres. And Abstracts and Cross-Eyed Gaming, being the red herrings here, choosing to go on the hard tyres. Interesting tyre strategy down there. Sometimes Hungary can be a two-stopper, is the fastest strategy, but Abstracts and Cross-Eyed Gaming, by starting on the hard tyre, would suggest to me that they are looking to go one stop this afternoon. Oh, Curtis didn't know he had to race tonight, the old man. Far out, that's alright. We've got 17 drivers in. Goffy, who do you like tonight, mate? Who would you recruit based on that qualifying session? I tell you what, Toppy's got some pace up there. This Mercedes team principal might be looking at him. Carl Finisa, just a nice guy. He drives really quick as well. So he's a pickup. Evil Blade, I don't think there's another driver in the last 12 months has improved as much as Evil Blade. He has absolutely stormed his way up to Tier 2. From Tier 3, probably now Tier 4, and he's done a double jump. And it'll be interesting to see what Evil Blade can do tonight. But if you're a team principal, I'll certainly be keeping my eye on him. And I probably shouldn't be talking like that because I am a team principal, and I don't want to tell people who I'm keeping my eye on. But it's Left 4 Dead. I'm definitely keeping my eye on Left 4 Dead. Mainly because I'm worried about things he says to children. But, yeah, he's going to be quick this year. Okay, warming the voice up, guys. We're going to do a little bit of a gargle, and we're going to be lights out, and away we go very shortly. Alright. So just waiting for Oz Curtis up the rear, as usual, to line up, and here we go. And it's lights out, and away we go at Hungary, and this is a really crap camera position. Thanks for changing it. The McLaren gets away well, and we've got 3 wide. The Alpine trying to cover off the Ferrari, and you've got the McLaren splitting the middle between the McLaren and the Williams, and they go 3 wide around turn 1, and Maxi Boy's gained a position up above Formula Fish, who's lost 2 positions, and now he's got pressure from driver 48, and it's Fish on the inside, but it's driver 48 on the outside. Can he get the move done? They go wheel to wheel. He's got the inside line now, and he gets the job done. And now Formula Fish under pressure from OCE Birdie, who is an absolutely great start. OCE Birdie up to P4 in the Ferrari, and that is a start to take to the tabloids. You can take it to the papers because Birdie's up into P2, and Carl Finisa is leading the Hungary Grand Prix down the back. We've got moves from Oz Curtis, who has launched up from P17 to P9 on those soft tyres. Unique thrown from P16 up to P12, and don't go anywhere. This may be a pre-season race, but I tell you what, there's 17 drivers out here looking to win it and take the bragging rights into Wallaby Racing League for the first race. Here we go, strap in, because this is going to be an absolute roller coaster. So Oz Curtis up to P9 there, and he's putting some pressure on its JTM. On the Red Bull, he tries to go the long way around. In the AlphaTauri, he gets pushed a little bit wide, forced to tuck in behind the Red Bull. He's going to have to wait a couple of laps to fire up those medium tyres, I would think, but he covers him off well. Oz Curtis on the inside gets the job done. JTM may know that's not his race, and the Mercedes Big Manry trying to get the job done as well, but losing out to Camilo 3998, who goes up into P9, and Oz Curtis is an absolute menace on track right now, and it's JTM P9, Oz Curtis P8, Evil Blade P7. He's gained a couple of positions, but out in front it is the Williams. It is Carl Faniza by 0.3 of a second over Maxi Boy, and we know these two boys have a lot of pace, and they have come out to fight. They're not sandbagging, they're coming out and they want to be put in the tier that's going to challenge them. But Birdie take a bow up to P3 in the Ferrari. His dad's got to be proud, but I tell you what, his dad's probably going to want to recruit him as well if his season is going to reflect a start like that. What a start. Hungary, lap 2, strap in. So let's have a look quickly at the positions. I've forgotten how to do this. There we go. All right, let's have a look quickly at the positions gained and the positions lost, just as we calm down a little bit from the start. So our biggest winners, as you can see, certainly Oz Curtis, who now finds himself 0.6 behind Evil Blade in his mirror, up 9 positions, and Camilo down 7 positions. Big Man Rye up to 10th position. I'll give you that one, mate. I'll say it right a couple of times. A Unique Throne up 4 positions to P12, and like we've mentioned a couple of times, OCE Birdie up 6 positions as well. So definitely drivers looking to get a stamp on this race. I'm not sure what happened to Toppy earlier or whether he has pitted, but he is down into P16. And Dynasty Sparrow, looks like he got a little bit of damage on the tyre as well. He had hard tyres on. Oh no, he didn't. Sorry, he had medium tyres on. He's jumped in and put the soft tyres on, trying to gain some time to catch the pack. So it is Carl Faniza out in front as we see Evil Blade get the first penalty of the season. 3-second time penalty on lap 3. That's not healthy for him. He's going to have to keep it tight for the rest of the race. But can Oz Curtis catch him? He is gaining fairly quickly. What a start. Let us know what you think in the comments below, and remember to follow the stream, follow Wallaby Racing League. We've got 4 tiers now, Sunday, Tuesday and a Wednesday, so if you're new to league racing, we can find a place for you. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. All the money raised goes back into the league, and we really appreciate it. We can't do it without you, so please hit the subscribe button if you've got to spare $9 and you find this channel entertaining. Don't be a bum. So Big Man Rye then, putting some pressure on its JTM. So the Mercedes looking to make his mark then tonight over the Red Bull and its JTM. Just tucking in behind. They're both on the medium tyres. They don't need to do anything silly just yet. They'll probably be on the same strategy, but Big Man Rye has to try and keep Camilo behind as well. So that's going to be a threat for him in the Ferrari. And everyone else seems to be trekking along pretty well. Unique Throne, 1.1 seconds. And Camilo's Big Man Rye's had a moment. He has had a moment just when we changed the camera as well, because he has let Camilo through on that soft tyre. He is on a faster tyre, but that's way too much position gained for that, as we see Formula Fish. Here we go. There is something here. The driver 48, the team principal for McLaren, has had a moment. Lost a couple of positions to Roshan Robot and Formula Fish. And I think everyone's eyes are going to be on Formula Fish tonight to see if he can drive. We know he's got pace from qualifying, but it's a lot different from putting a one-lapper out to then trying to translate that into a 35-lap race. And we're going to find out tonight just if he's got that pace, as we see Formula Fish then try and go on the inside of Roche and Robot. He did have DRS. He's going to get double DRS here, but I don't know if he's going to be close enough. He's not, and Roche and Robot stays P4 in that Alpha. Romeo. And at the front, Maxi Boy certainly putting enough pressure on Carl Fernandez at the front. And here we go. Oz Curtis continues with his onslaught by putting a purple first sector in. Driver 48 tries to come back at him, but Oz Curtis just closes the door and says, mate, not tonight. I don't want your chicken parmigiana because I am having the Scotch fillet from the top grill, baby. And I have gone from P17 to P6 in the Alpha Tauri. Oz Curtis, welcome back to League Racing. I really appreciate Coffee. I really appreciate the compliments, and True Aussie Gamer as well. Sometimes I really don't know if people are just annoyed with my voice or not. But yeah, I really appreciate it. I put a lot of work into it, and yeah, hopefully, I don't know, email some esports people. I don't know. So Roshan Robot is P4, currently 3/10 behind on that medium tyre. I reckon the soft tyres, yeah, as you can see, Roshan Robot, he opens the DRS, goes wheel to wheel. Does he make contact? No, but you can see OCE Birdie maybe losing a little bit of grip on those soft tyres. He goes wide and has to concede. So is this gonna make OCE Birdie reconsider when he comes in? These soft tyres do not last long around Hungary at all. Oz Curtis, though, they've certainly worked a treat for him. He is on lap six now on those soft tyres, up into P6. As we can see, and now, yeah, Roshan Robot has got past OCE Birdie. You can see those medium tyres have now hit their temperature window, and he's currently 8/10 ahead of OCE Birdie. He'll be looking to get out of DRS zone to try and get the pressure off him and be able to chase after Maxi Boy up into P2. Evil Blade P7 in the Mercedes, certainly one to watch tonight as well, as we've mentioned a couple of times, driver 48. As well. So Oz Curtis is right on the back of Formula Fish 15 then, and are we going to see another Oz Curtis overtake? He's got Formula Fish on the mediums and OCE Birdie, who chooses to stay out on the soft tyre. I reckon they'll go about 8 to 9, maybe 10 laps, but he'll be losing a little bit of pace. As you can see, Formula Fish now with DRS, is he going to make mincemeat of OCE Birdie? Because he's also got a bit of pressure from Curtis as well. He pulls around on the outside. They go wheel to wheel. Birdie has the inside line. Can he get the job done? They nearly touch. The Alpine gets squeezed, but he comes back on track. And Birdie leaves a lot of space. They're going wheel to wheel down turn 2. And it is Formula Fish takes the position, but OCE Birdie switch back of the century. Does he get the job done? He gets squeezed wide. They go wheel to wheel, but Birdie has to cover off, jump on the inside, and Formula Fish up into P4 on those medium tyres has got into the window and made them work. That is absolutely fantastic driving in a pre-season race. That is respect. That is Wallaby Racing League right there in a nutshell. Well done, lads. Yeah, I nearly choked on my own tongue, I reckon there. All right. So, Oz Curtis. Alright, I'm getting some water, guys. I'm getting some water, but this is racing at its finest. The Abstracts picks up a 3-second time penalty for exceeding track limits, and that's going to be interesting come the end of the race. But it's Oz Curtis now. Here's who we're interested in. Opens the back wing, and Birdie gives him the inside line. Is he going to try the switchback? And Birdie tries a switchback once more. He wants to try a switchback every single time. But Oz Curtis is a wily old fox that says, mate, do you know who I am? You don't switchback me, I switchback you. I put you in my pocket, and I'll take P5, baby, on my 7-lap old soft tyres, mind you. And it's Oz Curtis up into P5. Here we go. What we have missed, though, and I apologise, is Roshan Robot up into P2 now in the Alfa Romeo. I tell you what, are we looking at a couple of Tier 1 drivers? Goffy, let us know in the comments. Magic Man, Fishy's doing really well, mate. He's racing well, he's racing hard, he's on the medium tyres. Of course I get sick the first pre-season race. Absolute rubbish, man. Absolutely rubbish. Come on, voice box. I believe in you. Okay, it's JTM. So we're going to start seeing the pit window opening soon for those soft tyre runners. and it'll be interesting to see how far they're going to go. We have seen Birdie get a little bit squiggly on a couple of exits, but may have just been the pressure. He's now got an Evil Blade to contend with. He takes the inside line, gives Blade the outside line. He gets the job done before the apex, but they will go wheel to wheel around turn 1, and Birdie is sick of getting overtaken because he squeezes like an orange juice, but Bladey on the outside gets the job done up into P6, and It's JTM says, I'll take that too, up into P7, baby. And definitely the medium tyres have come into their window, and Roshan Robot has got a Carl Faniza in his target, 4/10 away. Can he get the job done? Hang on to your hats, folks, because we have a race at Hungary. Pre-season, what? There is nothing pre-season about this race. It may be a pre-season race, but I tell you what, they're not racing like it's a pre-season race. They're racing like they're going to get the winner's sister after the race. That's how they race. Tell you what. So Carl Faniza on the Ferrari, you know, that thing that looks for people, you know. And is OC Birdie going to come in this time? No, he decides to stay out, and he's going to have Big Manry on his back, putting pressure on him. Evil Blade has fallen behind. No, sorry, he's catching Oz Curtis, my bad. But OC Birdie does get a little bit of DRS, so he's got his back window open as well. And how much of these tyres are going to have an impact going to turn 1? They are very hard on the right tyre, but it looks like OC Birdie has covered him off just well enough and stays ahead. They both get DRS again going into turn 2, and Birdie puts his car exactly where it needs to be. As you can see, Camillo on those medium tyres, as we called it, has now gone fastest lap of the race. And so how long are we going to wait for these soft tyre runners to stay out there? And I reckon it will be a follow the leader when Oz Curtis goes in, and we'll see what everyone else does as well. Abstracts on the hard tyre, not having a great day so far of it. We see Unique Throne come in, so he's going to stop because he's got med, and he's probably going to go soft later, I would assume, because he's committed now to the 2-stop strategy. And yeah, don't count him out. He's going to have some pace on those new tyres. And so will everyone else take that lead and follow? Let's have a look. We are 10 laps down of 35 here at Hungary, pre-season Wallaby Racing League. If you're, yeah, radar, that's the word, Goppy. Radar, on your radar. That's it, the sonar radar. Yeah, so driver 48 gets past Toppy then. Toppy in the Alpine. Yeah, so driver 48 gets past as well. What was I saying? Lap 11 of 35. We're going to start seeing some tyre strategies, I reckon. There we go. Big Manry and OC Birdie also. Oh, and Abstracts is DNF'd. And this has worked out well, but everyone is quite far away, apart from the late runners, from the pit window. And it's not a safety car. It is a virtual safety car. And so who's going to take advantage of this? You will save 10 seconds in the pit under a virtual safety car, but the question is it going to stay out long enough for them to take advantage of it? Woo! Alright, I'll rest my voice during the virtual safety car upon the owner's instruction. So Goffy, I'll rest my voice for you, babe. Oh baby, I want you to know that something isn't right. Oh baby, oh, that something isn't right. Alright, here we go, around the pit window then. The medium runners choosing to stay out and commit to a one-stopper. Oz Curtis stays out under green flag conditions, and we are back racing once more, and it looks like everyone is going to stay out for the meantime. And did that catch a few people off by surprise? But definitely caught Camillo off by surprise, who's going wheel to wheel with Toppy and gets the position back up into P13. That's a great restart by him. Evil Blade also has a great restart. He's on the back of It's JTM. Evil Blade on the medium tyres. It's JTM also on those medium tyres. So who has managed them better? That will depend on this restart. and have a look at how each of them go. Big Man right on the back of OCE Birdie, who has lost a few positions after that stellar start. Went from, I think, P9 up into P3, back down to P8 then. Hasn't gone well for him since the restart, and maybe some fresh tyres will help. Camilo then on a charge with those medium tyres up into P12 for him, and Carl Faniza, great start out in front. He is 1 second ahead of Maxi Boy out of DRS range, and exactly what he wanted. Maxi Boy out of DRS range from Roshan Robot, who is also out of DRS range from Formula Fish. But just when you think you've got it, you look in your rearview mirror, and just like a shark approaching, you see an Oz Curtis, and you will crap your Dax. This guy's faster than Kane on a Saturday night. If you know, you know. Goffy says that, drive between the white lines, Blade. That's some good coaching there from possibly your new team principal. Drive between the lines. Blady picks up another time penalty. I think that's 6 seconds now. So let's have a look at Roshan Robot, who's been managing his tyres well up into P3. And the top 4 runners is just in a bit of a stalemate at the moment. Roshan's probably the quickest of the 4. And then you've obviously got Oz Curtis on those very old now soft tyres, 12 laps old. They will be screaming, but he's good at managing his tyres as well. And then Evil Blade right on the back of its JTM. It is Mercedes versus the Red Bull. It is Toto Wolff versus Christian Hornet. And we'll see if Blade can do anything. But he's certainly impressing in Tier 2 in that Mercedes. That's a lot of pace in that Mercedes. So Evil Blade then definitely impressing tonight. Unique Throne, just remember he's on a 2-stop strategy. So he went med. He's currently 19 seconds behind top, so he will jump Toppy and Crossline Gaming and a couple of others when they do come in and pit. And he's obviously going to have a lot of speed with those fresh tyres as well. So, bit of a stalemate here, Hungary. The pit window is open for our soft tyre runners. And I think it's going to be a case of who blinks first. And here we go then. Is someone in the pit? No, they're not. We're just going around turn 1. And around the turn 1, we're going to go again for the 14th time once more. I was going to say by voice, guys, while there's not a lot of action going on. Big Manry and OCE Birdie going wheel to wheel. I just say that, and then we get wheel to wheel racing. And this is what you came for. OCE Birdie and Big Man Rye going wheel to wheel. There's nearly contact. There's a lot of space given. And I tell you what, OCE Birdie tries to switch back again, and it does not pull off. And OCE Birdie has to tuck behind in those soft tyres. And Big Man Rye up into P8. So as we said, Unique Throne does jump Toppy and in that pit stop. So Toppy chooses to pit and jump on those medium tyres. So that's an interesting move. We're going to start seeing people come in now as well. So let's have a look at what these medium tyres are doing. I think everyone else has committed to a one-stop strategy. So do they come in for softs or do they come in for hards? Oz Curtis says, mate, I am not ready for the pits just yet. My soft tyres are feeling good. I'm in a good position. I am the GOAT. Welcome back, Oz Curtis, our Season 4 champion in the Alpha Tauri. Left for Dead, it is hungry, baby. It is hungry. As OCE Birdie jumps in for the pit, as you see, he gets a 5-second penalty as we start to see people jumping into the pits. Surely Oz Curtis has got to jump in soon. Let us know what you think in the comments below, and let me know what you think they should do. Let's have a look at the penalties then. Oz Curtis with 3 seconds. That might bite him in the arse a little bit later. Evil Blade on 6 seconds. Stay within the white lines, Coffee reckons. Driver 48 on 6 seconds. Camilo and Lev, who's just going at it. As you can see, Lev loves driving off the track on 6 and 3 seconds respectively. And OCE Birdie on a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane, which he can remove if he pits again. Otherwise, it will be added to his finishing time. So Oz Curtis says enough's enough. It is time to get off these soft tyres and pits for those soft tyres. And my question in the comments is, can Oz Curtis win this race? Oz Curtis, what does he jump on then? He jumps on, let's put this lap data on, far out, what a douche. He jumps on the medium tyres, and his medium tyres going to last him 19 laps. So 19 laps on the medium tyres. Everyone else currently on 15. Doesn't look like they're losing too much pace, but it certainly does look like Maxi Boy has managed his tyres a lot better, and now he finds himself 4 tenths behind the one and only nice guy, Carl Feniza, as Toppy gets the job done on Unique Throne, does he? What's happened to Unique Throne? He has spun, he is around, and you hate to see it, especially for Unique Throne. I think that's what happened. But he has spun, certainly trying out no traction control as well, so that might be a factor for it. So Maxi Boy 4 tenths behind Carl Feniza. Is he close enough to make a move? Carl Feniza chooses to stay out. He's going to get the fresher tyres at the end of the race, but is the undercut on here? So Maxi Boy pits earlier than everyone else. What tyre is he going to go on? Because softs will not get you to the end of the race. I wouldn't imagine, but I've been wrong about most things. So what does Maxi Boy put on? He decides to put on the hard tyre, lap 16, trying the undercut. Will it work? He's going to come out just behind Lev, I think. As Lev comes down the pit lane, he will. Comes out in P10, and he is trying the undercut on Carl Feniza. And now the question is, will Carl Feniza react to this? What's going to happen here? So Carl Feniza has put his foot down. He has said, Roshan, mate, sorry, I've got a bus ticket. I've got to go. I may have been duped, but I've got to get around this track as fast as I can. Maxi Boy out on those fresh, hard tyres. This is going to be super interesting. Let's see what Carl Feniza does in response to Maxi Boy's pit. So True Aussie Gamer says that Curtis is too washed to win. Already got a 3-second time penalty. Could be true. We'll see at the end of the race. So let's go. Carl Feniza then. 2 corners to go till we find out whether he's going to react. And he is. No, he's not. He's done the pump fake. He has pump fake. And Carl Feniza says, you're not going to throw me off my strategy. I'm staying out on the medium tyres. And so just like in the real Hungary, we have a chase down between Maxi Boy and Carl Feniza. Camillo then on the soft tyre, 9-lap old soft tyre, who came in, I think, under the virtual safety car, putting pressure on Drive 48. Blade decides to pit. And Oz Curtis, like he's done many times, he has a driver for breakfast and says, Lev seems pretty tasty. I'll have it with some milk, put some sugar on it, and digested him before the apex. Oz Curtis up into P9. Driver 48 and Camillo going wheel to wheel around turn 2 then. Driver 48 would like to get this move done and get it finished and get on with chasing it down. But Driver 48 on the inside, they just about touch. But Camillo has defended very well and stays in front. And Driver 48 has to try and tuck him behind now for the tight section of Hungary, reload his guns and fire again come the next straight, where he's going to get some DRS help because he is only 2 tenths behind Camillo in that Ferrari. Maxi Boy looking for the chase down of Carl Feniza, opens that rear wing and puts his foot down, gets the job done on the older tyres of Camillo. Now I'll tell you what, he is absolutely staunching down this pack. Carl Feniza might be wetting his pants and asking for the drink. I'm sorry, Kimmy, there is no drink. As Oz Curtis gets past Camillo as well, and they just about touch, and Camillo tries to switch back. He goes wheel to wheel. No one has ever switched back Oz Curtis, and is it going to be now? Is this going to be the first time? Camillo on the inside. No, he stays behind, and Oz Curtis says, mate, do you know who I am? No one in the history of league racing has ever switched back me, and it's not about to start with a guy named after a frog. Maxi Boy then, 3 seconds behind Big Man Rye, who hasn't pit. Now these medium tyres runners have committed now, I think, to the soft strategy. So Carl Faniza has chosen to pit. Has he been spoken into it by the commentator? We don't know. Roshan Robot decides to stay out. Formula Fish decides to stay out. It's JTM decides to stay out. And Big Man Rye decides to stay out as well. So we have a split strategy here, and I can only imagine that Carl Faniza is going to put on the... He does. He puts on the soft tyres, so his tyres must have been screaming. But I tell you what, these soft tyres are going to be screaming at the end of the race. And has he done it? Has he stayed ahead? He hasn't. So the undercut has absolutely worked a treat. And Maxi Boy is currently 8 seconds ahead of Carl Faniza. So it is the undercut of the century. Maxi Boy then was able to get past traffic quick enough to make the undercut work, and now he's in prime position. He's got the hard tyres, sure. He's going to be a lot slower now, but come the end of the race, they're going to be very, very close, and Carl Faniza will want to pass Camilo and Oz Curtis as quick as he can. But I tell you what, passing Oz Curtis has got to be a little bit of a task. I don't know if he's going to do it. It'll be like losing his virginity. It's probably just not going to happen. So Maxi Boy then wanting to get past Big Man Rye up in 4th position. It's not Big Man Rye's race, and Big Man Rye knows that and lets him by. And it's Maxi Boy and Oz Curtis then. Oz Curtis is going to get DRS. Maxi Boy should get some as well. He doesn't. So it is Oz Curtis with DRS down the back. He is gaining. He is gaining. He is gaining. And he takes the inside line. Brakes late. And that is a masterclass. They go wheel to wheel down turn 1. Oz Curtis leaves enough space, but says to Maxi Boy, get back in your closet, boy. You didn't eat your vegetables. You're not getting dessert. You're just getting a smack into turn 1. And I'll take P3. Here's Oz Curtis chasing a win here from last position. Maxi Boy on those hard tyres down into 4th position. What a pass. So here we go then. This is an exciting race. You've got Oz Curtis now 2 tenths behind. It's JTM and they go wheel to wheel, and Oz Curtis round the outside. JTM's a bit of a wily old fox. He's not going to give this up easy. Stays on the outside, but Oz Curtis gets the job done up into P2 then. And JTM's got to be careful because he's got a Maxi Boy on his backside, and Maxi Boy's going to get DRS, but so will JTM as well. So JTM gets a little bit wide there, and Maxi Boy gets the job done before the apex, but JTM's going to come back at him. They go wheel to wheel around turn 1. It's JTM on the outside, it's Maxi Boy on the inside, and Maxi Boy goes up into P2 then, down the main straight. What a race. I tell you what, hang on to your seats, because if this is what the Wallaby racing season is going to be like, then man, I'm frothing it. So it's Oz Curtis out in front. Oz Curtis out in front. Your boy steals his race for him. He's running a 38.2 temperature behind the mic here. It's just come on this afternoon. His joints are sorer than Left 4 Dead's butthole when he gets in a room with Kano. And yeah, it doesn't look good for the comms guy. Oz Curtis and P1. And everyone else said, oh, you got 3 seconds of penalties. And Oz Curtis says, I'm faster than 3 seconds. I don't care about my penalties. And Oz Curtis now 1.3 seconds ahead. We are seeing some pits. So obviously Birdie on those hard tyres, looking to get the job done on Blade. And these two have a bit of history. Is it going to come together on the track once more? It's a little bit like Ocon and Max Verstappen. But I tell you what, if there's one person I don't want to get into a room by himself, it is Evil Blade's girlfriend. Man, she's scary. Alright, so OCE Birdie then, 3/10 behind Evil Blade. Carl Finisa back up into P4 then. He's putting his stamp back on it. Can he catch him? He's on the soft tyres and he has absolutely smashed through the field. It's JTM. They go wheel to wheel and Carl Finisa brakes a lot later. He brakes so late. Far out. He goes up into P3 and he's chasing after Maxi Boy, who thought he played a master stroke on those hard tyres. The undercut did work, but how long can the soft tyres pay off for Carl Finisa? We have got 16 runners left. Our DNF only abstracts into the pre-season race for Tier 2 as Roshan Robot goes fastest man on track with a 1:17.961. Alright, here we go. I tell you what, no safety cars. We have 10 laps of racing left. Hang on to your seats, get some popcorn, get some coke in your mouth, and let's get ready to race because this is going to be an exciting finish as Unique Throne pits. He's going to put some soft tyres on and they are going to be quick, so watch him stream up the pack. Hopefully there's a safety car. Alright, it could be, it is a safety car. It is a safety car. First safety car of Hungary. It is Roshan Robot, as you can see, and it's JTM, and they're going to need some explaining to the team principal because that is going to cost some money to fix. They are two brand new cars for the Alfa Romeo and the Red Bull, and I tell you what, if you're going to waste money like that, don't come to my team. Oz Curtis pits, Maxi Boy pits, Carl Finisa pits, and Formula Fish pits. Can Unique get around? Come on, son. Come on, mate. He's going to be on the soft tyres, but unfortunately so will everyone else because of this pit stop. So two-stop strategy maybe not working this time out, but it certainly worked before, and it'll be interesting to see if Driver 48 decides to stay out on his hard tyres. Super interesting choice by him then. Dynasty Sparrow also chooses to stay out. No, wait, he's not at the time yet. Just hang on, Skillsy. You're pre-ejaculating again once more. I know it's a problem. It doesn't matter. I get my algorithm. That's her problem. Dynasty Sparrow in the AlphaTauri chooses to pit on those hard tyres then. And so the only people choosing to stay out is Crosseye. No, Crosseye Gaming is in. The only person deciding to stay out is Driver 48. And will that come back to roost, or will that come back to haunt the McLaren team principal? Hey Rush Racing League, welcome to the stream. Good to have you here, mate. Goffy, sorry mate, I apologise. Just put me in the sin bin. Yep, it was a huge crash there, K. And yeah, Rush Racing League, we actually have red flags turned off for the pre-season. So we have 10 laps left in our pre-season. If you're new to league racing or new to F1, what happens is the safety car will take the cars around at a reduced speed, wait for the pack to come up together, and then the safety car will come in. The person leading, which will be Oz Curtis, will effectively become the safety car, and as soon as he puts his foot down, we are back to green flag racing once more. Let's have a look at the penalties while we are waiting. So we've got Camillo on 11 seconds of penalty. Oz Curtis, who's done a last to first drive so far on 3 seconds of penalties, out in front. Evil Blade, 6 seconds of penalties. Driver 48, 9 seconds. And then Lev in the Aston Martin on 3 seconds of penalties as well. And so we are just waiting for the Aston Martin, the AlphaTauri and the Williams to join the back of the pack I would assume we have one more lap under safety car. We're going to get 8 laps of racing. Don't go anywhere, because this race has been absolutely cracking so far, and I see no reason to why the last 8 laps is not going to be absolutely brilliant. Hang on to your seats. We've got a driver 48 on the hard 6 lap on hard tyres. They will definitely be cooling down under that safety car. He's going to be under a lot of pressure from Lev and Big Man Rye on those soft tyres. OCE Birdie choosing to go on the medium tyres is going to be a lot faster at the end of the race, but I don't think that there's going to be enough laps that he's going to get enough benefit off those medium tyres. The same for Dynasty Sparrow as well. Thanks, Governor. I appreciate it lots, mate. So just waiting for the Williams then to come up the rear end. That came out wrong. Goffey, that was not intended to be on stream the way I said that. And if you took that the wrong way, it's certainly more of a reflection on your dirty mind than it is on mine. So safety car comes around on lap 26. Oz Curtis following the safety car, currently leading the race. I think your boy Skillsy may have COVID. Race control safety cars in this lap. The Williams has caught up. Oz Curtis then will become the safety car. Let's have a look. First safety car of the race. Very impressive when you get 9 laps of racing. Oz Curtis puts his foot down, and it's green light, and away we go once more. Oz Curtis got a good start. Maxi Boy seemed to follow him all right, 3/10 behind. Oz Curtis coming down the main straight, and then everyone else following in behind. Looks like everyone else got a pretty good getaway. Oz Curtis and 4/10 in front. Looks all good from here so far. Carl Faniza is right on the back of Maxi Boy. He'll want to regain that position as quick as he can, but he's got pressure from Formula Fish in the Alpine right behind him, and Driver 48 has done absolutely brilliantly to keep Lev and Big Man Rye behind on those soft tyres. So Driver 48 maintains P7. Around turn 3 we go then. Oz Curtis out in front has now stretched his lead by 8/10. Camillo gets a 3-second time penalty, multiple warnings, and we know that Oz Curtis has 8 laps to try and stretch his lead out to 3 seconds and get the win as Lev gets past Driver 48 on those hard tyres, and Driver 48 has something has happened because he is tumbling down the order, and now he has become victim to these faster tyre runners as Big Man Rye is right on the back of Lev. Then let's see what the Mercedes can do down the Aston Martin. Around turn 14 we go once more. It is the Mercedes right on the back of the Aston Martin. He's not going to get DRS for 3 laps. So these drivers have 3 laps to get out of DRS zone and try and pull away, as we see Oz Curtis get fastest lap so far with a 1:16.953. We see those drivers go pretty wide, but it's Big Man Rye with a little bit more straight line speed and maybe a better exit, and it's Big Man Rye up the inside of Lev, gets the job done before the apex. Can Lev come back at him? He can't. He doesn't have enough pace, and that's a great move by Big Man Rye up into P7. Thank you very much. I'll take your lunch money, and I'm going to the canteen because I'm going to go spend it on trying to chase after my teammate in Evil Blade. Evil Blade in the Mercedes looking to chase after the Ferrari then. He's 3/10 behind. If he can stay there for another couple of laps, he'll get a little bit of DRS help. OCE Birdie on those medium tyres. You would think they're a little bit slower, but he goes down the inside. Can he get the job done? It is OCE Birdie. No, he has to tuck in behind once more, and he's just going to have to wait, play a bit of a patient waiting game. He's got Poppy on his inside. Can Poppy get the job done then? No, he can't. He also has to brake and try and tuck in behind. But he's got a couple of corners left to try and get this move done. It is Poppy on the Ferrari, up the backside of it. He's not going to be close enough to make a move. Can he get a better exit out of the final corner and down that main straight where you do gain a lot of time? Evil Blade will stick with him as well on the other Ferrari in Camillo. So Toppy, can he get enough exit speed here to try and chase after OCE Birdie? OCE Birdie goes wide. He will lose a little bit of grip. It is Toppy in the Alpine. He's not going to be close enough unless he brakes pretty late. Does he pull off the inside? He does. Oh, he has a quick look. He brakes late, but he's not close enough, and he's going to have to stick in behind P10. But I'll tell you who is close enough, and that is Evil Blade in the Mercedes, who gets the job done on Camillo in the Ferrari, and Blade is up into P5. Did your boy Skillsy not tell you not to go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. 6 laps to go. Oz Curtis, 1.6 seconds to go for him to win this Grand Prix if he gets no more penalties. OCE Birdie then, on the medium tyres, looking to get a result today. We've had 3 DNS. Roshan Robot, who showed incredible pace. It's JTM, and Oz Curtis throws the win away, you would think, with another 3-second time penalty, and that is Oz Curtis with 6 seconds of time penalty, which means the battle between Maxi Boy and Carl Faniza and Formula Fish will be for the win. Let's see what's going to happen here in the last 6 laps. We're going to get DRS this lap round. As you can see, Carl Faniza opens his rear wing wide up, just like a can of tuna, gets that extra 32 k's an hour down that straight, but he's not close enough to make a move. And I'll tell you what, there's all sorts going on down here because OC Birdie has spun, Lev has spun, they've come together, they've made out not exactly how they wanted to, and they are down the back of the grid now, but we're going to keep our eyes up the top. We have a virtual safety car here on lap 30. And the virtual safety car will not help Oz Curtis in this situation, who is at 2.5 seconds ahead. It should neutralise things, so it's important that Oz Curtis does keep an eye on his delta, and also if he is to win this race, as Camilo gets a drive-through penalty, that would make his race over for speeding under the virtual safety car. Absolute heartbreak to see that. Unique throw, and I tell you what, the Silent Assassin from P16 up into P10 in that Williams. He had a 2-stop strategy. People were wondering what's going on. I'll tell you, Unique Throne said, this is what's going on. I was tier 3 last year, maybe tier 4, and now I'm P10 in a tier 2 race, and we have green flag racing once more, and it wasn't good for Oz Curtis, but I'll tell you who it was good for, and that's Unique Throne, who braked late and up into P9 on that soft tyre in that Williams. Says to Toppy, get behind me, son. Come at me, bro. Up into P9. That's Unique Throne. As we see Formula Fish in the other Alpine up the top then. Camilo is battling, I'm not sure why, with a drive-through penalty. Maybe he's not. But Carl Faniza, 5/10 behind Maxi Boy. 4/10 behind is Formula Fish. And we have a 3-way battle for the win here at Hungary. There's no points. This is pre-season. But I tell you what, Dragon Rice is on the table and they all want a piece of it. You're right, Kano. Oz Curtis could still win this. And if Oz Curtis does win this, then your boy Skillsy will buy him a zinger box, because I just can't see him getting another 3.5 seconds ahead unless Maxi Boy or Carl Faniza get a 3-second time penalty, in which so that makes the deal negative, and I will not pay him a zinger box. But if he wins without Maxi Boy getting a penalty, then I'll get him a zinger box from our friends at KFC and our unofficial sponsors. So this is the closest battle we have then. The rest calm down, but we've got a 3-way battle up the front between the McLaren, Maxi Boy 31, Carl Faniza in the Williams, and Formula Fish in the Alpine. I'll tell you what, if you're a team principal, you're not tuning into these races, what are you doing then? Get your life together, because there's a lot of valuable information as we see Carl Faniza go, mate, I can outbrake ya, but tucks in behind and waits for a bit of a better position. Yes, Curtis has 6 seconds of pens. Let's just confirm that for you. There you go. Oz Curtis, 6 seconds of pens. Currently 3 seconds ahead of Maxi Boy with 4 laps to go. Let's see what can happen here with this 3-way battle, though. They've got DRS as OCE Birdie bins it. Just like, no, I won't go there. I'm going to be a good boy tonight. OCE Birdie does bin it. We have a yellow flag on Sector 1 as the marshals and the stewards try and clean up a little bit of debris. It looks like the car has stopped in a safe position, though, so they should be able to get that off without too much issue, and we don't want to see another virtual, and the marshal has done a great job there in removing that car, and it's just going to be a yellow flag. It's also going to be a yellow flag for this man. I don't know, why is Birdie's car still going? Oh, because he's putting it in a nice position there for the stewards, and we're back to green flag racing once more. Carl Faniza then, after the win here, he wants nothing more than to win. Unique Throne up into P9. Great racing by him as well. So down the main straight we go. for the third last time. Carl Faniza has DRS. He's a lot quicker this time. He goes on the inside. Can Maxi Boy do anything? He tries to switch back. It is a switch back from Maxi Boy. Can he pull it off? We're going to find out. Maxi Boy on the outside. Carl Faniza on the inside. Maxi Boy, Carl Faniza, Maxi Boy, wheel to wheel. They just about touch. And here we go. It is Maxi Boy. Pulls off the switchback. And Maxi Boy, defense of the century. And if that's not good enough, it forced Carl Faniza wide enough to pick up a 3-second time penalty. Maxi Boy, take a bow. That was the move of the season. Oh dear, Oz Curtis is currently 4.5 seconds ahead. Oz Curtis, calm down, mate. I was only kidding about Zinger Box. Left 4 Dead's going to buy it for you. Yeah, oh dear. Man, my wife's going to kill me when she finds out I made another bet that I lost. Here we go then. Carl Faniza, can he get the job this time done this time round? 2 laps to go. 2 laps to go then. It is Carl Faniza with DRS down the main straight once more. Tucks in behind Maxi Boy. Is he close enough? I don't think he is. He's got pressure behind from Formula Fish as well, who's just waiting to rob the victory here. Maxi Boy 5 seconds behind Oz Curtis. Maxi Boy, stop battling, mate. You've got to win here, mate. Don't get beyond 6 seconds. Come on, Maxi Boy. Put the foot down. Do it for Skillsy. If you don't do it for Skillsy, do it for your mother. If you don't do it for your mother, then do it for your sister. Come on, man. So Carl Faniza currently in P3. Can he get the job done? Formula Fish. We know that he put it on pole position tonight. We know he's quick. I think it was him. We know he's very, very quick in qualifying. And he has now showed his race pace after a bit of a shaky start. So here we go then. Maxi Boy, 5.5 seconds behind Oz Curtis. And it looks like Oz Curtis can still win this Grand Prix. And it looks like we are playing for P2 here as Carl Faniza goes wide. He doesn't want to do too much of that. Coming up to the last couple of laps, he wants to be a little bit closer. And how's he going to play it? He's going to need a little bit of strategy here to try and get as close as he can for that last lap, to try and make the overtake of the century and take out P2. But I tell you what, I think Skillsy's just lost the Zinger Box, because Oz Curtis is 5.87 seconds ahead, and he has just pulled out 3 seconds in 4 laps. Is this man human? So 35 laps of 35 laps we are at. Here we go. And there it is. 6.1 seconds. Oz Curtis needs to keep it on track for the last half of the race. It is very close. Maxi Boy could win this. There's only 6.03 seconds. There's only 700ths in it. So here we go then. Oz Curtis, Maxi Boy, Carl Faniza has got the penalties. He shouldn't try and stop Maxi Boy chasing after him, but he's got to be aware from it. It is 1/10. It is 2/10. Oz Curtis joined the race late. As you remember, it was a wet qualifying. He joined late. Everyone else had a dry lap. He had to go from last to first. He got a 3-second time penalty. He got a second 3-second time penalty. Here's Oz Curtis back in the AlphaTauri, back racing for Wallaby Racing League. Is going to win the Hungarian Grand Prix. It is Oz Curtis P1. Maxi Boy is going to come home for P2, and Formula Fish, a new guy, is going to come home for P3, and that is your first podium here at Wallaby Racing League. Welcome, welcome, welcome. That was an insane race. So Carl Faniza comes home for P4, showed some amazing pace tonight. Big Man Ride P5, Dynasty Sparrow P6, Evil Blade P7. Where has that pace come from? Some would say it's always been there, but I tell you what, there's a contender. Unique Throne, after the pit strategy of the century, goes P8. What a comeback from him, started in P16 and just stuck to his strategy, and a great top 10 finish for him. Cross Eyes Gaming P9, Camilo P10, Driver 48 P11, and Lev is going to come home in the Aston Martin. What a race. My voice is cooked. My body is sore. Driver of the day goes to Oz Curtis. Who else? Who else? Who else? What a finish. What a race. Pre-season. What? Maxi boy, I don't know, man. You gotta add me. I've got like a new gamer tag or something that I have to stream with. It's all weird. Oh gosh. Oz Curtis has a picture of Daniel Ricciardo as his profile picture, mate. I'm gonna pray for you because that is just off its head. Fish, I'm gonna invite to the party there. I'm gonna invite Carl because I can't invite Maxi Boy unless you add me. It's Rogue Jeans and some numbers, mate. You're just gonna have to go there and find it because my other account does not work on Twitch anymore. We're gonna have a quick podium interview. Carl Finese has joined. Good stuff. We'll start because I'm sure Oz Curtis will come. So Carl Finese, mate. We'll keep it quick, mate. It's a pre-season race, but that was absolutely fantastic racing, mate. You've got some real pace. Where does that come from, mate? I mean, you've always been quick, but that looked quick.
Yeah, thanks, mate. Yeah, I don't know. Quite like Hungary. Just was kind of out in the front without too much to worry about, so I could just kind of run my own race. But no, it was a good warm up for Div 2 this year, which I'm pretty keen for.
Yeah, mate. I think that showed that you're definitely going to be fighting at the top of Div 2, and it looks like it's going to be a great battle between you and Maxi Boy. Fish looked like he had some good pace as well, and there's some fast guys in there that are little dark horses, mate. Who are you worried about this year?
If Oz Curtis remains in this div, probably him. That's to be
Not
seen.
going to happen.
Not going to happen. Yeah, probably Maxi Boy. He drove really well tonight. Was just trying to keep up with him at the end. And he's very clean when we were battling. So yeah, look forward to some battles with him for sure.
Yeah, awesome, mate. Well done, mate. Absolutely cracking race, mate. Well done.
Thanks, mate.
Fish, what a race, mate. Absolutely fantastic. Just came out of the blocks firing, mate. Had a bit of an unlucky start from the start, mate. Talk us through that.
Yeah, well, it all started on that formation lap. I coming in, just got too hot, went 0.2 over the front of the grid box, and that obviously that sends you back further. And from there, I just mucked the startup. Didn't get my throttle right, and not using traction control hurts when you muck your startup.
Yeah, absolutely. So you're no traction?
No. Only thing I use is racing line because otherwise I forget to break into turn one. It happens.
Yeah. Well, that's an amazingly impressive race, given those standards as well. And it did look like after you sort of got into your routine, got into your rhythm, you were quite competitive, mate.
Yeah, well, that's one thing I've since got out of full-on competitive league racing about 2020. That's one thing I focused on when I got my wheel was just making sure I could just get consistent. Try to once I'm into a rhythm, stay in that, and that pretty well worked. Other than I think it was the first VSC today.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And one last question, lads. What team do you want to drive for this year?
Ooh.
Good question.
Maybe the team I drove for tonight, actually. If he's listening.
Yeah.
Williams.
I'm happy with anything. Frankly, I'm just happy to turn up. I wouldn't mind the Alpine. I've been driving the Alpine in the other league that it's not a real competitive league, but league I've been racing in. I just enjoy that, so I'd be happy staying Alpine, but I'm not fussed.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, nice one. All right, awesome. Well, I hope you enjoy the next week's pre-season race, guys. Absolutely cracking performance, and yeah, well done.
Cheers, mate.
Thanks, mate.
Forward to it.
Sweet. And that's it for us. So we have another pre-season race next week. I think we have one tomorrow night, actually, for Tier 1. Who's back here at Hungary, 8:30 Australian Eastern Daylight Time, and then next week before our season gets underway, the week after that. So that's it from me, from Skillsy. That's lights out. Say hi to your sister for me.